Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your weekly readings for the week starting November 2nd, 2015. This reading is for Scorpio. Thank you very much for being here with me and thank you for all your support. Please remember these are general readings, and if you'd like a private reading you can email me at advicetothinktwice@gmail.com. Okay, so Scorpios, on Monday you have the Magician. The Magician is talking about new beginnings and using your skills, or using your skills to create new beginnings, or using your skills to turn situations around so that they benefit you. Okay, the Magician is letting you know that you have everything you need to set out on this new beginning. This could be you getting the job, you hear back from the interview, you getting a promotion, any kind of offer for a new beginning. You have everything you need, okay, and you are looking at how you can use those resources to make the best out of that situation, okay, and this is happening for you on Monday. But you have a luxury of ideas, inspiration, creativity, and you have free range, okay, so this opportunity that you're presented with, you can make it whatever you want it to be, okay, so really look at what you want it to look like and focus on using your resources in the best way possible to get the most out of that situation, okay, or make it the most that it can be. Tuesday you have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card that talks about you holding on to what you have, you holding on to your possessions, or you holding on to, it could be you holding on to your money, being afraid to spend, or being afraid to lose money. It could also be you protecting your heart, okay, not investing emotion into anything or anyone because you're afraid of getting hurt. For some of you, this is a card of saving money. You can put money aside on Tuesday. But for most of you, you are holding on to what you have, or you're holding on to a situation, or you're holding on to a person. But you're holding on with a fear that you will lose that situation, or you lose that person or those resources, okay, and you're really focused on your foundations this week because you have 3 4s in your reading, so you're really looking at setting solid ground for yourself to move on from or to build upon, okay, and you're really looking at your foundations when it comes to your resources, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your home life, when it comes to your job. You're making sure that you have everything you need to build upon for a prosperous future, okay. On Wednesday you have the Four of Cups, so another 4. Now the Four of Cups could talk about a bit of discontent, or a bit of feeling bored. It's like you've either accomplished something and you feel like the rest is easy, so you lose interest, and so you don't see the new offer presented to you because you're too bored. For others, this is again you being closed off to new things because of these old things that are still affecting you, things from your past or people from your past that are still affecting you, and you're being very closed off and discontent, and that causes you to miss this new opportunity being presented to you, okay. You have an offer coming to you on Wednesday. It could be in your romantic sector, or it could be in your work sector, but whatever area of life this applies to for you, the advice of the card is look up, okay, and look to the future. Don't be stuck looking at your past. Don't be stuck looking at things you've already done and haven't panned out, or things you've already done and are done and dusted. There's nothing else you can do with them. Okay? Try to keep an open mind and an open heart, especially on Wednesday, so that you can see new opportunities being presented to you. On Thursday, you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a beautiful card. The Nine of Pentacles talks about your money getting better, your resources getting better, you feeling rich, you feeling luxurious, your hard work being rewarded, whether this is in your job, whether this is in your personal relationships, wherever it applies for you. This is something you've worked hard for, most of the time on your own, and you're now being rewarded for it, okay? And you feel rich. So definitely your money getting better, love getting better, your family situation getting better, okay? You have richness and prosperity coming to you. You have luxury coming to you, okay? Rewards, credit, reputation, money, appreciation, love headed your way, okay, as a result of all your hard work. On Friday, you have the Two of Swords. On Friday, you have a decision to make that you don't want to make. There's something that you don't want to look at that you really should look at. It could be where to invest your resources, or it could be whether or not to open your heart, because it's the same as the Four of Pentacles, you're protecting your heart, and the Four of Cups, you're being closed off, crossed legs, crossed arms, you're being closed off, defensive, and with the Two of Swords, you've got the swords over your heart as well. Okay, so you're really trying to protect yourself this particular week, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. And on Friday, you may have to make a decision that you don't want to make. It could be you're presented with a choice and you really need to look at it. You have to choose between two things, or you have to choose between your present situation and a new situation. Or you receive communication and you have to decide what you want to do with that communication. It could be someone is asking you out and you're not sure what to do, and you would rather not have to make that decision because you're afraid of making the wrong decision. The advice of the Two of Swords is take the blindfold off and listen to your heart, okay? Listen to your intuition. Don't close it off, because that is where your answer lies. I mean, in whichever area of life this applies to for you, listen to your heart, okay? Listen to your intuition, but you have to look at that situation first, okay? You have to take off the blindfold first and then listen to your heart about that situation, okay? And you have to make a choice, because otherwise you're at a standstill, you're stuck, nothing's happening, nothing's moving forward until you make that choice, okay? And Saturday you have the Four of Wands, so another four, and you're looking at your stability when it comes to your home life, when it comes to your family, when it comes to your relationships or your job, okay? So you're looking at stability overall, again, your foundations. The Four of Wands is also about a celebration. It's also about a victory, you being celebrated, you being cheered on. This is everyone being happy for you. This is again richness, prosperity coming to you, money getting better, your stability increasing. This could also be a celebration in the family. This could be a wedding, or someone moving into your home, or you moving in with someone, or you deciding to start a family with your partner, okay? It could also be someone coming back into the family. So if you've been having difficulties with your family members, you're making peace now, okay? And they're welcoming you back. They're welcoming you back, or you're welcoming another family member back into your good graces. It could also be success at work, promotion, advancement. It could be you are made permanent. You were a temp and now you're being made permanent. It could be you are receiving the recognition for all your hard work. and your job is secure now. Whatever it is, it's a victory, it's a celebration, and it's increased stability for you, okay, on Saturday, in whichever area of life that applies to for you. And then on Sunday you have the Justice card. If you're dealing with anything legal, like contracts, you could have to sign a contract. This could be a new contract coming in, a new job, a new project. Make sure everything is in its place, make sure everything is fair, make sure everything is legal. If you are waiting on settlements, they will be made in your favor. If you are waiting on sentences, they will be made in your favor. Any kind of legal action you're dealing with, it will turn out in your favor. You will get positive answers, positive news. You are also focused on things being fair. You're looking at what is fair for you and what isn't, and you're no longer willing to put up with people that are not fair to you, or people that mistreat you, or situations that are unfair to you that have been going on for a long time. You have the wisdom, you're focused on balance and fairness, and you're not afraid to use that sword to cut out anything that's unfair or toxic or negative in your life, okay? Your overall advice, you have the 8 of Gabriel, which is a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication, okay? So whatever you've been waiting on, whatever communication, if it's legal or otherwise, any kind of formal communication, it will be in your favor. It's important communication coming. There's a lot of activity going on. You're really looking at your foundations, and you are seeing the results of your labor, okay? And so be prepared for a fast-paced week. You may want to take your time and do things right, but with the Magician in there, it's telling you to be confident. You have everything you need to move forward and accomplish everything you want to accomplish, okay? And there's no time for you to pretend things are not the way they are. There's no time for you to hide from decisions. You have to make decisions this week and make them quickly and objectively, because you don't want things to stall. When you have this kind of momentum, you want to use it to your advantage and get all the victories you can get out of it, okay? In your love sector, for coupled Scorpios, you have past life relationship. You have known each other before. This card talks to me about unfinished business in your relationships. It could be something from your past is holding you back from cementing your current relationship, whatever that means to you. It could be that is what you're torn on. You're afraid of making the same mistakes as you did in the past, okay? And that is what is keeping you stuck. But with this card and with these cards, you need to open yourself, okay, to your current partner, because your past is the past for a reason. Whatever situations, whatever people have hurt you in the past, whatever mistakes have been made in the past, they are in the past, okay? And they can only affect you if you let them. You can learn from that situation and take away the lesson, but not the pain, okay? Don't allow the pain to follow you around and to prevent you from making the decisions you have to make and having this happy time in your relationship, okay? So whatever unfinished business you have, or whatever situation from the past is still affecting you, please look at that this week and be open and honest with your partner, okay? And look at what is fair for yourself but also for your partner, okay? And be honest with them, because they will help you. Or if your partner is dealing with this, help them through it, okay? And try to keep things balanced but moving forward, okay? Help them through it, okay? For single Scorpios, you have you deserve love. You are lovable. Okay, so for single Scorpios, you're really looking at your foundations again when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships. You're really looking at things you've done in the past, and you're afraid of bringing them into your present. You're afraid of making the same mistakes. You're afraid of choosing the same people over and over again. But with this card and with the Justice in there, you are really focused on, or you should be focused on this week, fairness and balance. What do you deserve when it comes to relationships? What can you bring to a relationship, and what do you deserve in return? Okay, and be honest with yourself. Okay, don't hide behind this blindfold. Okay, it's time for you to make these changes. It's time for you to look at this now and adjust your thinking and adjust the way you treat yourself. Okay, and you need to stand in your truth. You need to be proud of who you are, because you are lovable and you are deserving. Okay, and really trust yourself. Okay, be self-confident and have self-respect. Okay, because the way you relate, the way you relate to yourself is the way someone else is going to relate to you, a potential partner. Okay, so if you treat yourself with love and respect, then any kind of partner you attract will treat you with love and respect. Okay, so this is a week for you to do some cleanup in your thoughts, in your emotions. This is a week for you to find your confidence and really focus on what you want, what you don't want in a relationship, what you want, what you don't want in a partnership, and what you deserve and what you don't deserve, and what you shouldn't put up with or you shouldn't tolerate anymore. Okay, and be confident and have the self-respect to speak your mind, and to not be afraid that there will be no one out there to love you if you actually treat yourself the way you deserve to be treated and you expect to be treated in that same manner. Okay, because there will be people out there that will love you for who you are and will respect you as much as you respect them. Okay, and I feel like if you do this, you will establish a new foundation for your relationships moving forward. Okay, and you will attract a different quality of people, better people, people who are capable of loving you and respecting you and treating you the way you deserve to be treated. Okay, so that is what I see for you Scorpios for the week of November 2nd, 2015. Please like, share and subscribe. Please comment, let me know if the cards apply to you. Let me know how your week is going. I hope you enjoyed the reading and you found it useful, and I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you next week. Take care.